Yeah, this video is what I want to see in front 2 as faction as update. What I really want to see in front 2 is the top 3 thing I most want to see is one of them is mini game in front 2, like special mini games, like similar to we have special advent. When you have some mini games, like one example, if you maybe have a Mayan faction, you can maybe play Mayan football, and if you win some special ranking in the football in the game, like you get special gears and maybe you have chariot in the game, chariot racing, you can maybe get special gears if you win there. So I really want to see is a mini game in front 2, and the other thing I really want to see is much bigger factions, like African, Aztecs, Haida, Hittite, Rajput, Safavid, Ottomans, and Chimeras, many more. And I really want to see from each faction. I really want to see the their own maps. If like maybe we can, if you have a Chimera, we can maybe play in Cambodia. We can have Cambodian battle stage, and if you play as an African, like a Sudanese, you can be in some place in Sudan. So I really want to see more faction with more different maps in front 2. Not only knights, samurai, and Vikings map, like more variation, like maybe 14th century, 15th century, early Bronze Age, early. Like one example, really should be very nice to see that maybe you can play with as a in a Celtic village. Should be very nice to see. Like if you maybe are, if you play as a Celtic faction, you can have a Celtic village you can play in, and or you have Indian castle. You can maybe play in Rajasthan in a castle. So I really want to see variation of factions and variation of time periods, like 14th century to early, like 15 BC, 15 like early, like to the Hittites, to the Mughals, and so on. Yeah, and other thing I think it should be very nice to see is mobile warfare. Like you can use warrior chariot, war elephants, and war camels and war horses. I really want to see in this game. Like this, I want to see the same style of combat, but I want to see some like animal warfare in the game. You can use war elephants. Yeah, yeah. So that really what I want to see is absolutely this. And the other thing I want to shortly talk about is the one of the new heroes, the Viking hero with his hammer, and the hammer is some inspiration of Mjolnir, like a Thor or God of Thunder variation, I think. I really hope he is a Varinian god, but I think it's more he gonna be some inspiration of the God of Thunder in Norse mythology. And the one I'm most interesting about, really want to see is absolutely, of course, is the Chinese Wulin hero, the last of them. And yeah, I already say what I think about him. I think he's gonna be a Tang warrior, a Tang officer, with his Mao Dao sword. So yeah, in front 2, I really want to see much more variation of faction. Really want to see Indian, Persian, Khmer, African, Sudanese, and like much bigger variation and much more. And yeah, so I really hope we will give some new hint for the new game, maybe in next year, like 2020. Maybe get some little hint or some new faction for the next Frano game. I really hope so. For after we have see all of this two last of the new heroes, like the Viking and the Wulin heroes will be out. We maybe get some tease of the new one, the new For Honor, and some new factions. For I think this game was really good, but I think we're gonna really need a new For Honor game with new game modes and new heroes and so on. So I think it should be good if they finish with these two heroes, and then we can move on to the next For Honor game, and we can start new with the fresh new console like PS5 and newest Xbox console and so on, and with the new heroes and new maps. Like I really want to see a Celtic Rajasthan map in the next For Honor game. So I think it should be very perfect if they wait and make a beautiful For Honor game to into the next gen console, to PS5, maybe the next year, sometime next year, and then they finish this game with these last two heroes, and then we have these two here. Then they can move on to the newest For Honor game, and some this is what I really want to see in to the next For Honor game. Some mini games, much more variation of faction, and more things to make the game hold out longer. Like more like maybe like we have, of course we already have team death, breach, and all these things we can put in the next game. But we need more things to make the game much more fun, longer, and not only people only choose domination and death and so on. We really need much more different things to make the game much more variation, fun variation. And please put in war elephants in the next For Honor game. And so this is what I want to see. And if you like this video, my name is Green Armor, and leave me a comment and so on.